righty, we are back, and Brother Carter fits to bring the ladies to the stage.
Oh, wait a minute. We reintroducing?
We're going to reintroduce these ladies, and we're going to get this show going.
All right, all right. Those of you out there in TV land watching us, you can see this is a very, very beautiful cast of people on the show today. So we just welcome you first and foremost to the show. Yeah. And so I'm going to start to my left. I'm going to start to the beautiful lady to my left. Let her introduce herself. Tell the people a little bit about yourself. And when you do, please look at that camera. Don't look at me, baby.
Hello, everyone. My name is Aliyah Ambrose. I am 26 years old, born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland. I am CEO and founder of Coco Beauty LLC, which is my skincare line. I also am CEO and founder of Coco Simplicity, which is my home fragrance line. And I have been a professional makeup artist for over 10 years now. So just growing and growing and growing.
Awesome.
Okay, that's the one that had
going on.
That's the one that had me beat for the God. Y'all know that fancy wedding that we went to?
Yes.
She had me beat for the God.
We sure did. We had a good time.
We had a great time there. Yes. Okay.
All right. So you met Leah, Coco, whatever you want to call her. She appreciate it. Let's keep it in those two names.
Yeah.
All right. And over to my right, my far right, in the beautiful pink with the pink lips and everything going on there, pink. They got something going on in Houston that's keeping it pink today. Mm-hmm. Correct? You're not familiar?
No.
Okay. I thought you was heading there afterwards. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes. I forgot the name, but I know what you're talking about.
Know what I'm talking about?
Rose something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, Rosette.
Yeah.
Something of that nature. Okay. But anyway, I want you to introduce yourself to the people, but I don't want you to focus on my handsome self. I want you to focus. Let the people see who you are. Tell the people who
hi, everyone. My name is Charae. I am the owner and founder of Valor Venue, which is a small event space located in Southeast Houston. I'm also the owner of Valor Decor, where I also offer decor services at my venue or at homes, other venues. And then I'm the co-owner of Cooking with the Vibe with my big sis, Chef Brandy. We just started that in February.
Amen. As you see, we have entrepreneurs, we have empires.
Yes.
We have the lions in the building. Lionzettes in the building. All right, and to my wife's right and near her, dressed in black with the pink lips over there, looking very, very Carterish.
It is I.
Please introduce yourself.
Greetings. My name is Chef Brandy Hinds-Boone, owner of Consuela's Kitchen. Mm-hmm. I've been in business now 9 years, also co-owner of Cooking with the Vibe. It is a nice atmosphere for you guys to come back, learn some good cooking skills, take it back home to your family, then also have some good, hear some good music and also some good dancing.
Yes.
I'm also TSU, HBCU, alumni. So I just wanted to
give it a shout out.
Shout out to that as well. Yes.
All right. Well, ladies, welcome to the show. And Miss Host, Miss Val.
Yes.
You want to do anything right now?
I do. I just want y'all, while we're sitting here having a conversation, these wonderful ladies, entrepreneurs, did something special for the show today. We have Consuela's Kitchen. You see those shrimp and grits that's sitting down there in front? We're going to be going throughout the show doing some... they got the whole setup going on. They're going to feed the crew and the staff. But we brought a little something. We got some shrimp and grits. We got some fruit. We got a mimosa sitting up here. And that's just in honor of Consuela's Kitchen. And yes. And then I know y'all see these black gift bags up here. We also have a few giveaways that's coming from Coco's that line again? Come on.
Coco Beauty Skincare.
Coco Beauty Skincare. So we're going to have 2 drawings that we're going to do. We're going to do 2 giveaways. And then, of course, they brought something for the hosts. And, we get to get spoiled around here. Yes. So we're really excited. But we're getting ready to jump right into this show. And, of course, you guys, we have the acronym coming first. What this show is all about. Abigail, you want to give them this acronym and break it down so we can get going.
Yes, ma'am. So today we're obviously talking about building an empire, building your career, all that kind of stuff. Really just like making a name for yourself. So the word of today is evolve.
Evolve.
So E is for eloquent, well-spoken, persuasive in writing or speaking. V is for varying, differing in size, amount, degree, or nature. O is for original, having to do with an origin, fresh, new, or novel. Liable, being accountable or responsible for something. Visionary, thinking about or planning the future with imagination or wisdom. E is enterprising, easily making money or finding opportunities.
Awesome.
All right.
Yes.
And that is really in line with entrepreneurs. We kind of go through, this is what I want to do differently. Before I go to any questions, and the way the show goes, we start off with a couple of questions to really get a conversation. So it's not a question and answer. I ask a question, you answer, and you stop talking. We're going to have a conversation.
Right.
So, and there are so many people that have reached out, including my granddaughter who wants to be an entrepreneur too. That's already kind of started that. So we have a few entrepreneurs that are in the comments already listening and really going to be able to relate, are those that are getting ready to launch their business. So we want to pour into people today.
Right.
So I'm going to throw something out there and I'm going to ask, is there, when you first decided that you wanted to start your own business, were you afraid? What made you say, I'm not working for someone else, I'm going to do it for myself? Or did you even have that? Or did you work for someone and start your business?
Actually, I worked for someone and then started my business. I worked for United Airlines, and my business was like my part-time. But once I got to going with my business, I actually just went full force. But the glitch for me to actually start my business was my mother passing away in 2010. And she was like the cook of the family, loved to open up her doors for loved ones. So it's like, that was something that was like inherited and passed actually down through me. And then it was like a passion. Just to, to feed souls and, make somebody happy and smile and be like, oh, this is such a savory dish. So it was just like more so of a passion for me to actually say, this is what I want to do. And when you make it your passion, your business is going to live longevity.
Right.
Because when it's just a hobby,
Yeah.
it's going to crumble.
It's going to
More
crumble.
money.
It's going to crumble.
Yes. And if it's just, you're right. If it's just about money, it's going to crumble.
It's going to crumble.
It has to be a passion, something that you love doing for you to, in
Right.
order to succeed.
Okay. Anybody else have any thoughts on that?
So when I first started out, I was actually working in Nordstrom. I was working at the MAC counter as a makeup artist. One thing I'll say about me is I always had the natural face on. If you think about MAC, it's always heavy, cakey. So when people would see me, they're like, oh, your skin's so beautiful, or you're not as heavy with the makeup. So I started really loving skincare. I started educating myself on skincare. I actually come from a family full of entrepreneurs, especially women in my family. Shout out to my aunts with their businesses. But it showed me at a young age to go after what you want.
Right.
I'll say I started while I still had income coming in.
Okay.
So I did it to my advantage the smart way. I would use, my paychecks, order small inventory to break even. It was something that I learned at a young age was to go and start something on your own. You can't be fired.
Right.
It's about you and what you love to do. So I'll just say everything happens for a reason. I would have never pushed myself out my comfort zone if it wasn't for leaving Nordstrom. And right now I feel like I'm on a great path. So if you're trying to start something, don't second guess yourself.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yes, do it.
Okay.
Yes.
What made you decide to start a venue?
Yes.
That.
So actually, I always say my business story wasn't the typical business story, because usually you hear this was always a dream of mine or something I always knew I wanted to do. For me, mine came about in 2016 is when I really started working on myself. So I was growing as a woman.
You say working on yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, you catch that because that is so important.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even want to go past that.
Yeah.
Because when you're an entrepreneur, you're going through so many highs and very lows.
Yes.
And so to jump into business and say, I want to be an entrepreneur, and you haven't started working on yourself,
yeah.
those lows can be very lonely.
Very.
Okay, so
Yeah.
go ahead.
And it sets the foundation.
It does.
So, yeah, I started working on myself that year. And so I was growing spiritually, growing mentally, just in every aspect. And that's when my mind began to expand. So I started to see myself like in a different light, in a different perspective, and just bigger. I just wanted more for myself. I didn't want to work a 9-to-5 anymore because I was working at a juvenile. I was a juvenile officer at first. And it was very rewarding, but then I knew there was more to me, you know? So as I was on my journey, that's when I started discovering like gifts and talents that I had. And I started to, and that's when I got into the venue. So I came across my mentor, which is Nehemiah Davis, and he had an event space course. So I took the course, and 5 months later, I started my venue. I quit my job, everything. I literally just took a big step of faith. I didn't have no plan. I didn't have no savings. So I'm not going to advise y'all to do that. But but that's what I did. That was my journey. And it was at the start of COVID, too. So, but through that journey, even being in the business, because I started in 2020, so it's been about 3 years now. And from that, even in that, as I continued to grow, so did my business. So at first it was just a venue. I wasn't decorating or anything. But then as I continued growing, then that's when I started saying, oh, I could add decor packages because I've always been creative. I used to do DIY projects all the time. And so I started tying the two into one. And then from that, it just continued to grow. Then I met Brandy. And Brandy, she was the one, she pushed me out my comfort zone. So, which I'm very thankful.
We got a little time, so you ain't got to tell the whole story right now.
Oh, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. He will get you.
Now, you remind me of the scripture I just read earlier this morning. You had a true Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1 experience. Now, faith comes is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. You didn't see where you was going, but you had the faith to go ahead and just do it.
Exactly.
And I applaud you for
Thank
that.
you.
God bless you. God bless all three of you.
Thank you.
Because I'm pretty sure all of you had that moment.
Oh,
where you
yes.
just had
Right.
Well, if you
have faith in them.
if you're an entrepreneur, that's all.
Yeah.
It is truly a faith walk
Right.
every day.
And nothing but God.
Nothing but God,
God, nothing
because
but God.
you have to believe in something bigger than yourself.
Right.
Especially. So I'm gonna take that a step
Can I
further.
ask a question?
You sure can. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I have a question I want to ask.
Go ahead.
Because starting your own business can be terrifying, correct?
Yes.
I mean, especially quitting your job, leaping out, doing your own thing. So, how long was it before you finally had the confidence in yourself when you took this leap of faith? How long did it take for you to grab the confidence and say, you know what, I can really do this?
Yes.
Let me start with you, Brandy.
Well, 3 years.
It took you 3 years.
3 years. I started my business in 2014 and left United in 2017.
So it took you 3 years for
3
you
years.
just to have the.
And it's still a growth and learning process day by day, but actually just to say, hey, I'm finna step out on faith. Let's go, full force.
That's good.
Well, I'm gonna jump in there since I'm a little entrepreneur, just a little bit. But I think for me, because it was start and stop, start and not never stop, but start, bump, and then say, well, how's this? Because we had kids and we still had a lot of bills, and if I didn't work, we need that two income. But I think what really gave me the push, the first push, was you. And then what really kept me confident to stay out there, because he never tried to water down my dream, was you. And so still today, who's sitting next to me,
Yes.
with all of the things that's going on, is you.
Yeah.
And so you have to have in business a strong support system.
Yes, absolutely.
And you have to be okay with, in business, with really making sure that you align your team with people that
And
have.
some people go.
And you have to let people go because not everybody is there. They're only, sometimes people are there for a season.
Right.
And then you have to be bold enough to listen and hear from God. Is this person really here for me?
Right.
Or if they're here for, do they believe in the brand? Do they believe in the vision? And if they don't, you got to cut them because they'll destroy it. Have you guys ever experienced having people that didn't line up with your brand or negative people working with your business?
Well, as of right now, I'm the only one actually in my business, but I can go into people surrounding you. That plays a huge part. Who you surround yourself around, people telling you, oh, I don't really believe in that, or I don't think that's going to work, or you think people really going to buy that? It's like, if you let that fill your head, you'll second guess yourself all the time.
Right.
And piggybacking on what you guys said on when did I actually start believing in myself?
Yes.
I would say after really testing my products.
Oh.
See, when you're selling something and you believe in what you're selling, and it's based on like, okay, it's working for me. Okay, give it to this person with oily skin. Let me give it to this person with dry skin, problematic skin. And I'm seeing that it's helping people. Oh, I was confident.
You were.
Yeah.
I was confident. I was like, okay, it's working. It works for men. It works for women. And just that motivation to keep going. Like just 1 year of me being in business, I lost my father.
Oh, God.
1 year. So I was on a roll, and then it's just like,
Oh, man.
hey,
Oh,
like you just
everything just
everything. And running a business is all about your mental. It's about
Oh,
your
yeah.
focus. So, that drowned me. And just having the right people around you to, push you, motivate you, say the right things when you need to hear it. Like, I think my family, my boyfriend's mother, like everyone that was just like supporting me mentally is what you need in business.
Yeah.
So,
We have a few questions out here, if you can, and I don't want to pass them up. There was one, and then they'll put up some more. There was one from one of my classmates that put up, I believe it was Reese, Miss Reese. She was on, I think she's on YouTube. Do y'all see that? There he is, Vanessa Reese. Can you see that? I don't have my
Yeah, it
glasses
says
on.
how to obtain capital that gives cushion rather than constant struggle to dust afloat in early stages of startup.
Okay. Well, read that one more time. How to obtain capital that
How to
gives
obtain capital
cushion.
that gives cushion rather than constant struggle to dust afloat in
Stay afloat.
stay afloat. Sorry.
Okay, so here's what I would say before you even start to go out there. My experience to try and secure capital. Make sure your credit is good. Probably one of the worst things to do that will also make you fall or tear your self-esteem is to go and apply for credit and trying to get capital or backers, and your credit score is horrible, and you got to get more no's. So I would say when you're deciding to start a business, my personal opinion is really get you together. And that's some good advice, get you together. Go ahead.
I kind of have a question on that as well. Like, because I'm a pretty career-driven person. I kind of like working for somebody else because I don't like all that responsibility right
Yeah.
now in my life.
Yeah.
But like, how do you get past that, like, the scare of like the risk that comes with having your own business? You know what I mean? Like, how do you like get past that? Like, oh, I could like the stability of it, I guess.
Yeah.
be successful without falling.
Yeah.
And I don't think it ever goes away.
It don't.
Because
You gotta
I was
know.
getting ready to say, I don't think it ever goes away. It's 20 years in, it's still there for me.
Right.
So I don't think that it goes in, and I think if it goes away, then I need to check myself again. Maybe I'm not as
Like, you
motivated.
might be too comfortable.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So do you think like discomfort kind of comes with
Absolutely.
having your own business? And
Yes,
stuff?
Absolutely.
discomfort comes with that, and it's also a motivation for me. What you guys think?
Oh yeah, it's a learning process. Like you learning day to day. As with me and my business, each event I'm learning something new. I always get the jitters, and so I get through having everything set up, displayed. People then partake on the food. Everybody is smiling. Then I'm at ease. Okay,
Yeah.
now it's time to relax, but not so much relax, but still,
Yeah.
breathe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there is a couple of questions here. Who has mentor? Who is your mentor? Did you guys get a mentor? I know you said Brandy is your mentor. Or did you have a mentor?
Yeah, I had a mentor to Nehemiah Davis.
Okay.
So he actually showed us like the event space course and everything. And then my therapist too, Brittany Knoll.
Okay.
Yeah, Noel.
So kind of showing you what that's all about.
Yeah.
what the business is all about. Okay. Now you're going into a skincare line. Did you have do you have a biology degree, or how did you mix? You just went in your kitchen and started mixing stuff together? You just start cooking Consuela.
I don't want to break nobody out. I don't want to do any of that. So when I first started, I was educating myself on how to start a business. So it's two ways to go about it if you're interested in starting a skincare business. You can either get a scientist or someone to make your products from scratch, which I'll be honest, it costs way more money because you're letting them know what you want in your product and it costs way more.
Yeah.
Or you can go about finding a vendor, which is considered private labeling. You can figure out what they already have in their product. Then you pay for testing. So this is why I started when I had a job, because it costs so much money. It's like, okay, if I don't like this and I spent over $150 on just testing this one vendor, I lost out on money.
Right.
So basically, that's how I started. I started that way. As the business continues to grow, of course, I want to eventually be able to start from scratch and build something the way I want to, which I will, but that's just the way I started out.
Okay. Okay, that's great. What about you?
So
Did you just start in the kitchen or watching mama as a baby?
I just watch my mother. I did not go to culinary school. Everything that I have learned has been
embedded in her.
Yeah, it has been self-taught. Actually, through my mother, through her brother, which is my uncle, pretty much a couple of cooks in the family. Even on my dad, my dad's side, he's a cook. He's from Guyana, so it's just something that I just picked up cooking. But I never did. Still to this day, don't have a mentor. And I guess I wouldn't say I'm fine with it.
You had a mentor. You was raised with a mentor.
Well, yeah, I was raised with a mentor, but I just never did have that to go-to person. Everything has just been self-taught. So and it's like, I just learn on my own. Like I take courses though. Like I'm very business focused about my business. So like anything that's going on with business, like the U of H SURE program, entrepreneur program, anything that's dealing with business, I'm always enrolled in Consuela's Kitchen to take part in anything that's going on with the catering source that was in Orlando, Florida. I flew out there just to get any knowledge, anything going on with the business. That's what I do.
And that's really important that you said that, because you can't start a business and stop educating yourself.
Oh, no.
Because the business continues to change and evolve, and you need to change and evolve with
Right.
it. So, with that being said, we have a couple of more
What is it
questions.
going to take to get one of those little cocktail drinks I see on the screen right
Maybe
there?
we get a. We don't want to make y'all. Yeah, we don't want to make y'all jealous or anything right now. But we're gonna give a little song. We're gonna give y'all also. Actually, before you give them a song, you gonna take some videos. You gonna let them see what's going on out there. They've seen the food, huh?
Oh, we can do it after this.
Well, yeah, we're going to give them a quick song, and then we're going to come right back because we're going to get one of those cocktails, and we'll be right. Hey guys, every now and again, God send us a little blessing. Y'all see what's going on over here? Do you see? We got us a little mimosas.
Okay, we're going to take a toast to entrepreneurship.
There you go.
Yeah.
Amen.
There you go.
All right.
Hey, stay with your thing. Don't give up. Courtesy of Consuela's Kitchen.
All right.
Oh, she didn't.
So let's talk about that a second if we
let's
can.
talk.
Wait, how did you get the name Consuela's Kitchen? How did you come up with that? Where does that come from?
Actually, a name given. Actually, it's my middle name. So Brandy Consuela Hinds. It was given to me on my dad's side from my grandmother. So, and it just stuck with me. Actually, growing up, even in high school, I think in the Port of College, everybody was like, let's go to Consuela's Kitchen. So actually, it was already manifesting. When actually I was trying to think of a name for my business, and
you
my
had it
husband
right
and friends
there.
were like, you got your name already, Consuela.
Right.
Everybody already saying Consuela's Kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, in my mind, I'm thinking there's some kind of little Spanish person somewhere around there.
Exactly, yes. And that was the beauty of it too, because you never did know who was, who you was gonna get.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. And so on that note, do you think it's good as black owners to be behind the scenes more than up front? Y'all think that's a good idea?
Maybe in the beginning, or not always. Like, let's say in the beginning, I was like, well, I was still kind of like on the front end, but sometimes you have to get in front. That way people can see the beauty of and see, oh, actually who this person is. Get to know this person. Oh, that's why this person is passionate about, what he or she is doing. So
Yeah.
I don't think, don't stand behind, get in front of it.
Yeah.
I think when you are growing your business and you are targeting a certain market, I don't care whether it's, and it's not, because for me, the market is green. You understand, and being a blessing and helping people, okay, but green. And so if you put your brand out and you build your brand and you build a good product, that's going to speak for itself.
Right.
I hid behind, because not so much that I was worried about what they're going to think of me. I was not confident in myself.
Right.
And, not that my business, I wasn't worried about what they were going to think of my business. I was worried about what they're going to think of me. Once and for years.
Saying that's being a black owner.
Just me, period. See, we can sit up and we can box it in with the color of our skin, which that's allowing other people to do for us, and we use excuses.
Yeah.
But I was worried about other people judging me and what they thought. Oh, she thinks she's this. How can she do this? And it wasn't until I had to put all those issues I had down. So I said, if you're owning your business out there, you're out. God bless you.
Yeah.
Take care of your business. Go on out there, show your face, be
Right.
proud, but just make sure that you're not raggedy and your business is not raggedy if you want it to be around.
Right.
So to the other ladies,
It was the same.
it's-
Yeah, it was the same for me. Where I literally just popped out the beginning of this year, because I was hiding. Since 2020, they didn't know who was the owner of Valor venue. They seen my decor and the venue and all that, but I never showed my face. And it was, I was afraid. I had that same fear. Like, I was afraid of what people was going to say about me, what they was going to think. And because I didn't know myself at that time, then I was looking for that outside validation.
Yes.
And it could destroy me or it could build me up.
Yes.
So, but once I got to that place within myself, now I know myself. So now I'm out.
And really, honest to God, whether we want to be honest about this, so much of our confidence and self-esteem plays into everything that we do.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
When you walk in that room, when you're trying to seal that deal, and that's why you have to work on yourself.
Right.
I think about the person that I was years ago trying to close deals, and I remember when you used to tell me, you're telling them too much, you're giving away too much of the knowledge, and so you have to, because I was not confident.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just wanted to get the business. So with that
you
being
was talking and you was just giving them all the
all the
knowledge.
business, all the knowledge.
Like, maybe we might need to not talk so much. Something's breaking.
No, that was me hitting it. Nothing was
Oh,
breaking.
okay.
How do you market your business? What is a good way to market your business?
Ooh, everywhere.
Okay, how
But-
do you market it?
I would say for what I'm doing, in person and online. Online right now is huge. Social media, influencers, word of mouth. So one thing that ties into me, if I'm doing someone's makeup and I'm prepping their skin with my skincare before I put on their makeup, because your skin got to be flawless for your makeup to be flawless. So they're like, oh, what are you using? That smells good. Or what's that? I'm marketing that way. So by the time your makeup is done, you're like, oh, I'm going to purchase that.
Yeah.
That's two things in one
Right.
thing. You're paying for your makeup and you're paying for your skincare. And then if you like my customer service, it could be your word just traveling to the next person. I really like this girl. I like what she uses. So that's one way. Even if I'm in the mall sometimes, I'll have my business cards. I'm not really afraid to talk to people.
Yeah.
So I'll just,
That's
hand out
key.
my cards. And now I've rebranded my cards to my, I did a photo shoot recently, my face is on it with the products. So it's just like, hey, this is my skincare. I have a separate black card for men because I don't want to give them a card that looks too feminine.
Yeah.
So I'm just figuring out how I can market to people when
Right.
I'm out. Meeting people. Recently, I've been going out on my own, like to bars, sitting by myself,
Yeah.
and just talking to people.
Okay.
You never know who you'll meet.
That's good.
How do you market your business?
Same way, social media, also, word of mouth, branding. I feel like, at each event, if I put on a great experience, well, I always say myself experience. I give my clients a wonderful display, a grand entrance with the food display, and also savory dishes. So at each event, I hope to gain like several clients for that. So I'm walking in determined, focused to, pull off an awesome show. Yes.
Well, I have to contest to Consuela's Kitchen because she has been my personal, not only my niece, but my personal event, my chef for all of our events, whether they're personal for the home or they're for something I have going on. And she definitely gives you an experience.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what it's all about is when someone's putting a party or function together, you want the food to be good. You want your guests to come and say like, oh my God, this was amazing time. And then I've also had the opportunity to use your product because didn't you put some of that good smelling stuff?
You're prepping.
And it actually really do smell good. So what I would like to do, you got to see just a taste of this. Can you share, let's do a giveaway. We're gonna do a giveaway. What can
How
we?
they gonna give it away?
Well, we got to wait. So for the person, we're talking about entrepreneurship. There is someone sitting out there that either has a business, starting a business, but you have some questions. We want to give us some questions, and whoever have the best questions, we have 2 we're giving away.
Yes.
I'm the host. And I get to choose.
No.
I'm gonna
You
choose.
know?
I'm gonna choose which one I think is the best question, but I'm also gonna use my co-host to choose the second one. So I'm gonna choose one and my co-host who gives the best question. But you ladies have to answer, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty, so y'all have any questions to cue while they're coming in with some now?
I kind of have one.
Okay. Oh, look,
if I may
Abigail
ask.
wants something. Come on.
Yes.
There you go.
So, because you guys have more of a business where you have to provide a service, or not you right now with the skincare, but when you were doing makeup, right? So what would you tell somebody who they have a successful business, maybe providing a service for somebody, but they're doing everything they can, you know what I mean? So what would you say to someone in that kind of business, how they could grow? If that makes sense.
Like if they're doing it all on their own?
If they're doing it all on their own, if you're booked up, if you're a makeup artist and you're just booked up, all your time available is booked up, but you want to do more, you want to, give more, maybe make more money or get more clients, but you physically can't. So what would you recommend somebody in that situation? Maybe they're,
Where you saying, so how can someone that is at their full capacity, maxed out, can't figure it out? That's good business.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're asking, what would you recommend them doing, or how can they help someone that gets in that position?
Yeah, where
to keep going and grow their business and not turn business away?
yes.
Okay.
I'll give you the answer to that
And
question.
that's expanding.
Okay.
Yeah. I was just about to say it's time
Don't-
for a team or something like that.
Yeah, either that, you have to have a mind frame of not being greedy. And certain people get greedy in life. And you ever watched the show? There was a show, Snowfalls.
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all watch Snowfall? And the lady that was married to the dude, can't think his name,
the Jerry
Jerome.
curl.
The Jerry curl.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. She got very greedy in life and end up, having a husband being killed.
Whole
Yeah,
downfall.
the whole the whole empire ended up crumbling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because she never knew how to say
No.
I had enough.
Right.
You know, and at some point in your life, you know, that's one of my questions I wanted. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, you totally did.
Don't be greedy, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's part of one of my questions. I'm gonna save it for later. I'm gonna let y'all.
Okay,
go with
so we have, that's a good one. So Christian, I see you putting up the sign. We got some questions over here. And where is it coming from? Is it coming from
We actually
YouTube?
have one from Facebook, one from YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
Facebook.
Okay.
And
Okay.
ladies, if y'all have your phones,
Yes.
please log on to your Facebook.
No, he wants y'all to log on to Facebook. I want y'all to go to YouTube. So it's always this battle. Do y'all
I said it
enjoy-
first, Val.
I know you did. Which one? He needs some help over there because I think YouTube is kicking. But y'all only have about 73 people, 78 people over there.
Make
yeah,
sure
they
you
need some
turn
help.
your volume down.
YouTube,
Yes.
YouTube sitting up here with about 200 and some people live. Okay, they need a little help over there.
All right, so
Go ahead,
we'll
go ahead.
since Facebook was first, we'll go with Facebook
Okay,
first.
there you go.
This is from Patrick. He asks, as an entrepreneur, what do you recommend to a new entrepreneur to focus on?
All right, let's go, Pink.
That's a good one.
As a new entrepreneur, ask that one more time.
As an entrepreneur,
As an
what would you tell an up and coming entrepreneur to focus on?
I think I'm gonna always say your self-development because that's just attached to everything. It's how you show up in your business. It's how even you grow and you even your service, because even my service gotten better, my decor has gotten better. It's all attached to me, you know. So I'm gonna always say to focus on yourself and make sure you're healing and growing and just feeding your mind, you know. Watch things that are motivational, that's going to feed your spirit, that's going to feed your mental, and just to where you can operate at a full capacity. And then things will start to fall in line.
Awesome.
I like that, sister. There you go. That was really good. Okay.
Coco, what would you say to this new person?
I have to piggyback on what she said. You. Yeah. If you ain't running, nothing ain't running. And, you know, if you can't focus, you can't focus on your business. If
Right.
you're waking up every day distracted and, you know, if you're running alone, I'll put it that way.
There
Like, if
you
you
go.
have a whole team and other people are doing things for you, you might have some room to
Yeah.
slack a little. But if it's just you and you have to show up, whether you having a bad day, good day, that don't mean business stops. You
Yeah.
still have to continue to show up,
Yeah.
and you know you could be crying in the room.
Yeah.
Once that camera come over,
Even if you have a team, you have to understand that these team members are representing
Yeah.
your brand.
Brand,
So
right.
you still have to be zeroed in and lasered in and focused on this type of thing. So,
Yeah.
Brandy, what would you say to this new up and coming entrepreneur?
Focus. It takes a lot to, you know, actually be an entrepreneur and be in a business. Run it all, because it's like in the business, you like your bookkeeper, your accounting, you everything, your marketing person, you all in one. It's like an all-in-one package until you actually can find that same person that's in you and still in another person, to where you can trust another person to help you want to brand your business. But in the beginning, and still longevity, it might just be solely you, and you know, and you just working with a team to just, you know, help you display stuff, or, you know, other things in nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you say, Val, as a 20-year veteran, as an entrepreneur to a new?
Person.
Yeah.
I couldn't say it enough. Start before you get out the gate. Make sure you're good. Work on you.
Yeah.
A lot of my pitfalls is because I was broken. I was running from something to my destiny, but because I was running from it and I hadn't dealt with me, it made it difficult, and it also cost me.
Yeah.
So I would say work on you.
Right.
Okay. No,
Go ahead,
I
Chris.
all said the same.
Okay, and then this one is from YouTube.
And who
This is Stephanie. She asks, what is your self-care routine as an entrepreneur? What are your work-life boundaries?
Oh,
That's a good one.
that's a real good
You win the first prize.
You know, and Miss Stephanie is one of our, you know what, Stephanie, I love you. She's actually one of our week. She comes on every month.
I met Stephanie.
Say yes, Steph.
Working event.
Stephanie is actually she co-hosts her and Tiffany. They're on the show every third Saturday of the month.
Okay.
So she loves the show. Go ahead. Who's
yeah.
gonna take that?
You have to find balance
And how do you do that? And boundaries.
and boundaries. Yes. Well, me being a mother, a wife, a aunt, whew, and also like a care provider, all in one. You just have to just find the time in which I do make the time. So even through a busy schedule or event planning or having an event, you got to have like that, a date night, a family time. Even during a weekday or on a weekend, let's plan something, or sometimes not even much just playing. Hey, I got y'all clothes out. Come on, let's get dressed. Let's go somewhere. It might be a spur of the moment, but you do have to make time for your family, your friends, and your loved ones, because other than that, you will feel like it's draining. And don't, I guess, and then on a piggyback on that, don't get frustrated, because sometimes your life might be going like a roller coaster. You might be so busy with your business and you don't have time for family or friends. And you get emotional. You might beat yourself up, man, I didn't get to do this with my family. I didn't get to do this. But it's like God is working things out. Don't worry about that. In the back end, you will be able to spend time. It's like your hard work, playtime later. So
I like
pretty
that.
much.
I like that. Well, we have
She really working on that because she missed her first cousin funeral. That I need to get on her.
okay.
But that's all right.
All right.
That's another story.
Okay, I have, the Carter crew is a little petty. So I have a one of our crews out there that's following her. I think it's Aisha. She said, you all skipped my question, so go find her question.
Oh,
And
yes, Miss
I
Asia.
love it. I love it. She said,
We are about to get started on our Q&A section. We
Yes.
got a lot of questions.
okay, well, we want to go ahead and let's get started.
What is her question?
What was
That's a
age?
reply to the.
Okay, so don't worry, we got your question.
We got your question. I love our crew.
Hers is from YouTube, and she asks, what sacrifices have you made when becoming and being an entrepreneur?
All right.
A lot of sacrifice.
That's a very good one. So in specifics, I'm going to take it first. The biggest sacrifice I made was time with my family.
Yeah.
Can I get that back? Because our children were young. They're grown now. But I sacrificed a lot of time with my children and my husband, from my children and my husband. And then I lost a lot of money. Sacrifice financial. That was a big sacrifice.
Yeah.
I didn't lose a lot of money, but it was at times it was a hardship on the household.
On the house.
Yeah. So
I will say. let me
Good
see my
question.
again.
It is a good question.
yeah, good question.
Sacrificing who you're spending your time around. So what I mean by that is I recently just moved to Texas about 4 months ago. Of course, I don't know too many people here, so I mostly spend a lot of time with like my boyfriend. But what I will say, leaving Baltimore, so many people are doing the same old stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that is what really made me make the decision to leave, because if you're just hanging around people who just want to just go out, just want to always spend money, don't care to sit around and talk about the future. And it rubs off on you. If you're hanging around 6 broke people, don't think you're not going to
That's a good one right there.
Yes.
It's true. If
Yeah.
you're hanging around, 6 successful people, you're going to pick up off their habits.
Yes.
You're going to start watching them. You're going to start saying, well, hey, how do you get in? I'm curious. I'll ask a whole bunch of questions like, how do you do this? What got you here? And, a lot of people will start their conversation on like, I was saving. Did they make it sound good? And I always ask like, really, how did you start? Because me coming up, I want to know. It's like, I don't want everybody to just know that entrepreneurship is pretty.
It's not.
Because it's not. It's
Yeah.
been so many times I've been broke, okay? You'll make money one week, and if you don't stretch that out,
Oh, yeah.
because the next week you literally won't make anything.
Right.
So it's really about, like I said, who you surround yourself around, whether it's friends, family, associates. You got to watch the energy that's
Yes.
around you, because it can rub off.
Right.
That is an excellent 100% I agree.
Yeah.
As my dad would always say, you become the company you keep.
Yes.
Correct.
So live by that.
Yeah.
There are some more questions. I just see some stuff. YouTube is going crazy.
YouTube's going crazy, but
Oh, wow.
Come on, Facebook.
for this next
Okay, go ahead.
We got Matthew. He's asking, was there any moment when you lost your confidence, and why was that?
Okay, go. Who want to take that?
Think that way.
Take
Okay,
that.
go ahead.
Take that one.
I can answer that for her.
Baby.
You had that success that first week, and that next week, nothing happened. You lost.
What happened? Go ahead. That's a good one. I like that.
Yes.
Taking so many family losses. So, like I said, I already said I lost my father. So that was the end of 2021. So going into 2022, oh my gosh, my numbers dropped.
Yeah.
Like you won't focus, you're crying. I did take the strength to get in therapy. So that was great. And then the day I moved to Texas, my cousin went missing. We recently found out that he was murdered.
Oh, wow.
So it just was like, dang. He was one of the people that convinced me to come
start
here.
this.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't have
To
no
come
kids.
here.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause I
wow.
don't have no kids. If you don't like it, you can go anywhere you want to.
Right.
Yeah.
And, I remember when we first moved into the house, I wanted to send him photos. And I kept texting him photos and he wouldn't respond. Because like I said, the day I moved here, he went missing. And when you keep losing people that when you get to the top, you want to celebrate with them. You want to show your accomplishments to these people.
Right.
And they're not around.
Yeah.
You can lose yourself.
Yeah.
Wow.
And me being so young and just having to just stay focused. And, every time when I show up, people are seeing my smile. They will never know sometimes what I go through. when I'm
What's
home.
behind the smile?
So, yeah, that right there can make you lose your confidence.
Yeah.
You love your parents. Losing a parent is a lot.
Yeah.
You love your cousins, your siblings. So, whenever you're going through, show up, pray about it, get the right mental health help that you need.
Yeah.
Correct.
Never just sink. As much as you can, try to swim, try to overcome anything that's thrown at you, and you'll eventually start feeling better. You'll live with what you're going through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, the company you keep.
Yeah.
Surround yourself around people that are like-minded or better,
Right.
that's trying to go in the
Yeah.
same direction. I see you want to jump on that.
Yeah, and I was kind of going to mimic off of that, but I was just saying about surrounding yourself with the people, because there will be times like she said, you have a good week and then the next week is just crickets. There ain't nobody there. You ain't getting no bookings. And when sometimes it does get to you, especially when you putting your best foot forward and you doing all you can do, but that's just the journey of an entrepreneur, period. It just comes with the territory.
Right.
And I would say it's important to keep those people around you that when you do get in those low moments, they can speak life back into you.
Come on now.
Because I've had a lot of moments like that. Brandy, she'll speak life back into me, or my boyfriend would, or my mom. And it's needed. It's very necessary, because sometimes I can't pick myself back up in that
Right.
moment. And I need somebody to
And
be
you
there
don't
for me.
have the words to
I don't
say
have
where
it.
you're
Yeah.
at that particular
Absolutely.
moment. Yeah.
But they can see you.
They can see. you.
Yeah.
Y'all talk a lot about these boyfriends.
There go the daddy in here. let's get to some more questions before we.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So we'll do one more from Facebook, because Facebook crew isn't coming with the questions today.
Okay.
We
But you got to
Marco.
find my classmate Vanessa. She put. Okay, we got her. Okay.
We got Marco. He's asking, what difficulties have you had as a startup business?
Oh, okay. It's been a while since I started up. Go ahead.
I guess the marketing of it, and actually getting people that can help. Well, I'm speaking on my experience in the catering business. It's marketing for me, and then also reliable staff.
Yeah.
Someone that has the same passion, or just has the same caring and the giving that that is still in you, because you want to put on a good experience for your client, but then you have the staff that just want to come just for the check, for the money.
Yeah.
And then that's when you run into that roadblock. Okay, well now I got to switch out or train some new people. So that's the difficult of just finding some good, reliable people that actually, have the same type of vision that you have.
That's a difficult task.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? Once you get the gift of goodbye, You can see them and say, now your time has ran out. Time to go.
And the beautiful thing about you and your business, even though your staff may change, your decor and your food and everything that you do remain the same. So somehow you have the ability to put in whoever comes into your staff.
Right.
Put your vision out there.
yes.
So
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah.
That's,
Yes, okay. Next one.
Okay, so as soon as I called out Facebook, they started coming in with the questions.
Oh.
So we're gonna go back to YouTube. For
Okay.
other questions.
Okay. Give it to us.
This is from Herman. He's asked, do you think as the days go by, people need to update their business style to the new era?
For sure. Most definitely. Yes.
Let me tell you something. If you go start a business and you think that you don't need to change anything, you're going to be left behind. You're going to be that business that nobody's calling on.
Exactly.
Because your stuff is so old and antiquated. Outdated. That's why you have to stay training, go to seminars, go to, and add new stuff to your brand.
it wasn't that our acronym Evolve.
Evolve.
Yeah,
Yes.
must evolve.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be unique, but keep up.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, I like that.
Don't follow what everyone else is doing,
Right.
but also be aware of it. So
Right.
if so many people online are doing reels, just for an example, and you're not doing no reels, you just posting photos, it's kind of like you're missing out on the opportunity because you don't want to fall into the category of, oh, I don't want to do the same thing that they're doing, but you're missing out because this is what people are paying attention to.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to be aware. You got to sometimes have, younger people on your team, older people, know what's going on.
Let me tell you, you gotta have younger people out there on your team. However, younger people, you also have to be willing to learn something. You
Yes.
don't know it all. You have to be teachable.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna be bumping your head. So I've been fortunate though. I love working with the younger ones. Go ahead, next one.
Okay, and we'll do another one from YouTube since we did two from Facebook.
Okay.
This one's from Terry. And they're trying to start a business all on their own, but they can't think of which sector to choose. Clothing, cosmetics, or accessories?
Make up your mind.
They say they can't decide which one.
Make up your mind.
What do you love doing?
Yeah.
Find out. Are you into fashion? Are you into clothing? Do you love doing makeup? Or do you love selling accessories? One thing about business, first before you actually move, you need to conquer. And
What you're good at.
I'm looking for another word, but you need to conquer in your first jobs. Let's just say I'm in the catering business, and then I want to venture out to bakery. First, I need to get a grip of catering before I can actually move on to baking, because you
good.
can't do both at the same time and haven't mastered the first.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, and that's something that happened also with entrepreneurs. We jump into one business, then we want to do another business, but you
first.
you haven't not finished the first business yet.
Giving this one a chance to grow. Yeah.
So first, find, your glitch. What are you excited? What excites you more? Is it clothing, cosmetic, or accessories? What gives you that joy? And then jump out on that one.
Yeah.
Good question. That was a good question. They trying to get these gifts. Oh, Lord, are you keeping score, Lawrence? I already got one of them. I think okay.
Yeah, we've got a lot of people coming in now with their business.
Let's give it to them. Okay. They want to know. That's
They
what
want
they
y'all's advice. So
Good,
this
good,
one
good.
is from Facebook. This is Vanessa.
Hey, Vanessa, I miss you. That's my classmate. It's been years.
She has 3 great business opportunities: a construction company, a great yard sign design, and a restaurant. She needs help. She says
Wow.
she spent a lot of money on the yard signs. How does she cut the cost?
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh. Okay. Let's go back. She said construction,
A restaurant
a restaurant,
and a
a
yard
sign business. Well, I'm going to say, I don't know what your passion is, but it seemed like to me, if you have the skill for construction and a female, let me tell you, I say go all in, because I think that for me, a female owning a construction company and running a construction business with all of the growth that's going on, honey.
Girl, go
cut
get
the
them millions,
go get
girl.
them millions.
Yeah.
Cut that up.
Yes.
She's in Texas. And if you need a good consultant, that's what VK Consulting
Oh,
Group is for. Call me. I got you.
Put that plug in there.
I'll go on ahead, Vanessa. Make sure you pay attention to the ad that's gonna come up before we leave now this season. Give me a call. We got you. I say go for the construction business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wouldn't y'all agree with that?
Yeah.
I will agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially here. That's why I was
Yes,
asking. It's
yes.
so much room to build here.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
You
my
can
God.
never go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Never.
Yes, that's a great question. Oh God.
But you said you have to see what she said. She said I have a construction company, a great yard sign.
I caught that.
You can see the word
And
great.
I did, and I said, you. Okay, I'm telling you. Let's think about dollars and cents.
What make most sense?
What make most sense? Dollars. Construction. That's millions
Yeah.
on the right deal.
Right.
Money, it makes sense.
The
They
yard
can
sign
caution too if you
business.
do it wrong.
Well, you wouldn't be in it if you had it. That wouldn't be that. That was her first one. Yard sign business. I'm not saying you have to let it go, but maybe you need to have someone else running that thing since it's a great business. But restaurant, if you don't know what you, I'm sorry, only because my mom and dad had their own restaurant. It's so much loss and theft. Overhead, and if you go into a restaurant business, you better keep your hands on deck all day long. Brandy, since that's your area, what would you say about that?
The same thing, yes, on deck. Actually, I wouldn't want to. My goal for my business is to actually just have a storefront and be known as a well-known catering company. Restaurant, just like you said, it's a lot of overhead, and you have to trust your staff or trust the person that you have. Manager, yes.
Well, they walk out sometime, even though the people you trust, they ain't got no food at
So-
home, so they're gonna take it.
Exactly. It's It's
Yeah.
a lot that goes on in running a restaurant.
Yes, it's a lot.
A lot.
Okay.
I had a quick question, kind
Sure.
of bouncing off of that one. It sounds like she's pretty ambitious. Like
Yes.
she has all these plans. And Miss Val, you're very ambitious yourself. So would you like? And you were telling her to kind of like go big, like go for the construction. But how would what would you say about someone who maybe wants to start small? Like maybe let me start with my smaller idea, see how that goes, get my practice in. You know what I mean? Get my confidence up.
She already said she had the signs is a small one. She already said she got a great
Oh, okay.
sign business.
Okay, so she's ready
keep
to
that one
move
going.
up.
And I'm just saying, from a woman, and then I have Christian in here, so he understands about the construction business. So, I think that just her going into some of these meetings in the board. Christian, would you give some advice on a woman entrepreneur looking to do construction? Because your family owns a construction business.
My advice would be just to get the right people around you for sure if you're trying to do construction, because you can't have your hands in every single thing. You're going to want people to,
There you go.
being part of different stuff. Okay, well, this person's flooring, this person's painting, this person's
Exactly. Yes.
foundation, all kinds of. Construction's big, but, you can make a lot of money there.
You can make a lot. Okay, great. That's our next question, and then we're gonna have to.
Okay,
give
yeah,
our
we can't
giveaway.
get through every question. Everyone was asking questions
Just
today.
start there.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
But,
But I do want this because the reason I did this show is because I wish that there was someone out there that I could have gotten advice from. And so since God has blessed us with the platform, it's always about helping.
Yeah.
And I think that we should try to at least pour. That's what I get for trying to eat and talk. we should try to pour a little bit into as much as we can. So go ahead.
Okay, so to be fair, we'll do one more from YouTube,
Okay.
one more from Facebook,
Okay.
keep it even.
Okay.
So from YouTube, Jada asks, when you're stuck brainstorming new ideas, what do you do to motivate yourself, or what helps you push your creative mind?
I'll say for me, I really have to sit with myself. Like creativity, that comes like from within you. Because it's one thing to just, you could think logically like with your mind and stuff, but that real creative, unique, original stuff, that comes from within you. So I take time to just sit and be still. And then
It just rolls.
it just comes. I mean, in detail too. I'm like, okay. And I'll just go from there. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to?
Oh, yeah, I have several. I love listening to gospel music. So if turn on me some gospel music, listen, jamming, and I get creative ideas. And then also God sends us signs, and we got to try not to avoid them, because I can just be either going into the storage room in the inventory and see, okay, well, hey, literally I switched up. I told her 5 different chafing dishes and designs of how I wanted just to sit up there for this morning.
For this morning.
And it was just, and I don't know why I was hitting my head up going across, and then God was like, you what are you doing? Yeah. He showed me a sign, just use this, bam, you
And it
got
was
it.
done.
Sometimes we overthink, and we do that a lot.
And I'm glad you said that, because that was going to be my statement. Don't overthink it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Once you get it on the inside of you, it's there.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it. Now, once you get it, it's there, then sit for a minute, and then, you've sat, you've listened, it's on the inside. Now move.
Yeah.
Because if you sit too long, somebody else is going on down the street. They in front of it, so they got the job,
Right.
or they got the business.
Right.
What I would say is write it down. It's one thing to brainstorm about something. It's another thing to have it in front of you and have a plan. Because if you're thinking about too many things, you can forget. That's like, okay, if you're going to a doctor's appointment and you got to ask a whole bunch of questions. Well, if you don't have it in front of you, you'll forget to ask the doctor particular questions. So, Jada, if you're brainstorming a whole bunch of ideas, write down all of your ideas. Write down what it takes to do each idea, how much it costs to start up each idea. Weigh out how much money you might already have to start this idea, or what you need to come up with. If you write it down in front of you, you can flip each page. This is idea 1, idea 2, and you can look at what is easier for you to start. I would just say write it down. Having something on paper is something that you can follow every day. If you forget about it,
You can go back to it.
write it down.
Write it down.
That's very important.
That's good.
And you can start right here, Jada. When you wake up in the morning and you have these clothes in your mind that you want to put on and wear, and then you take it off and grab something else, and see, you can start right there. Make up your mind what you want to wear. See, it starts that night in my mind.
Prepare yourself that night.
God already gave you a vision that night of what you're supposed to wear, and I'm using the clothes analogy right now. So if God put it in your mind to wear your pink like you have on today, or your white, don't change it. Just know that that's what you're supposed to be doing.
It's gonna be all right.
That's
Good. I like that. I really like that.
I'm logical and wise at the same time.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And the next one is from who?
And this is from Ella on Facebook. She asks, how much research do we need to do before starting a business?
Yes.
There's never enough of
There's
research.
and I love that. You have to do the research. You have to do the hard work before starting it. You got to do the research. And you also have to, if it's something you want to start, you may need to see if you can go and mentor with someone that's already in the business to figure out if that's something you really want to do.
Right.
It's and be very honest with people when you're trying to go and start a business that's with someone that has a business. Don't go shop them and you have other intents.
Right.
Just be honest with them. This is something I want to do. I'm not trying to take your brand, but I really want to see if this is direction.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Well, I think we have had some great questions. I wish we can keep going, but we're going to have to
Do you
come.
want to take a break while you decide the winner?
Yes, we're going to take a break. I
Well, you
think.
can ponder on that. I want to ask a question
Sure.
myself
Sure.
to the entrepreneurs on the set.
Oh, well, go ahead, Brother
Awesome.
Carter. Go ahead.
And we have 3 good entrepreneurs on
3
the show.
or 4?
4.
Okay.
So how do you color success? What does that look like
Very good.
for you?
I feel like I see it as freedom.
Freedom.
Yeah,
You see
success.
success as freedom. Express that. What you mean?
Feeling successful, well, the way I visualize it is me being able to do what I want when I want to do it. That to me is like success. I want to be able to give back. That's like the biggest thing to me. When I get to a certain level in my life, I know what it feels like to, need startup money, to need to get certain things. And if you're not in that position, like, I want other entrepreneurs to know, like, there's people out here who got you, like, will help you. And, that's just something, the way I see success, like, making other people successful.
Yeah.
I want a whole bunch of successful people around me. I don't want to just show up as like,
I'm the only one.
like, I want everybody. Like, we gonna all make it.
Yeah, 'cause a lot of people color success as how much money they made,
No.
which is actually a goal instead of success. So, Brandy, how do you color success? What does success look like to you?
Actually, I'm a walking living proof of success. I love giving back to others. Also sharing the knowledge that I have learned, because like I said, I never had a mentor, but anything that I gained from like any courses or anything, I shared, and I'm the person that love pushing others to say, "Hey, do this." You'll find your happiness here, or it's just the mother figure that's also been instilled in me too as well. So I'm just a pusher, and I can just see myself just my success comes from me being humble and being loyal, and I don't mind sharing my knowledge with nobody. I don't mind teaching nobody how to do something or how to fix something or how to cook something. I don't. I'm open.
You'll keep winning that way. You'll always win.
Oh yeah. I would say mine's is pretty much in every area. Mine's not just financial. So if I'm rich, I'm successful. But I want to be successful when I'm in mind and body and spirit. Just a holistic approach. Every area of my life is just rich.
All righty then.
That's what I'm talking
You
about.
want to jump on that? baby?
Yes, I'm already in success. When you are truly walking and breathing
Yes.
your happiness, your you, your you. I'm in success. So welcome
Yes.
to Success Today, ladies.
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all are sitting with success. And I really believe in my soul. When you feel good here,
Yeah.
everything just falls in place. And so I'm walking in my success.
Absolutely.
That's how I color success. Just being comfortable in the place where you are in life. No matter what you're doing, whether you're an entrepreneur or a 9-to-5 individual out there, success is just being joyful in the area you are in your life. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
in a nutshell.
All righty, y'all. We got to take this quick pause. I got to go back over these questions, and it's going to be real quick because it's that time where we have to wrap.
Do you
this
have
up.
Bill Withers over there? Lovely day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Can you pull up?
Because I think today is a lovely day.
Oh,
It is a lovely day.
She feels like you gonna put on some Bill Withers on them. Our radio station got all that kind of music. Y'all better check out.
We're gonna hit him with your VK commercial first.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Then we'll go with
Because this is entrepreneurship, and VK Consultant Group will help you get where you want to go.
All right.
All righty, we are back here, and we're excited about showing you guys what the winning. I see a lot of white. What's that white going on? Oh, that's that box with the gift. Well, we're excited to, first of all, there was a lot of deliberation that went into, we've had some amazing questions, a lot of engagement, and we wish we could have had the time to really, ask all the questions, laser in on them. But I do want to say thank you guys for participating because we have some amazing gifts. For me,
We have a winner on both, one on YouTube, one on
Facebook.
Facebook. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And so, with Brother Carter, your Facebook winner, you want to see who you selected?
Well, I'm gonna let you the host. You go first.
Oh, see, he gave it right back to me. So, Brother Carter chose his Facebook winner today with all of our input. Everybody had their input. But the Facebook winner today was Vanessa. Vanessa, hey! Vanessa, and we're going to show you, Coco, you want to show her what she won?
Vanessa, you have won a Coco Beauty Skincare.
Vanessa Reese, Vanessa Reese won. You might want to turn it where she can see. Hey, Christian, y'all, can y'all help her out so they can kind of see what's in the box?
I'm about to open it for you.
Okay, there you go.
So this is just showing you the first to open it.
Yeah.
Right?
Just tell her what she has.
Just tell, yeah, pull it out.
A
Yeah.
cleanser, a moisturizer, a face scrub, and a headband. So when you're doing your skincare, you don't mess up your edges.
Yeah.
You also can use this headband when you're working out. So if you want to protect your hairstyle, you can use this as a sweatband as well.
Awesome.
All righty then. So Vanessa, what I want you to do is hit the team up on Instagram or Facebook, messenger them on how they can get your send your information, and we will, if you're here in town, because you see it's a heavy gift. Okay, we ain't gonna mail it. We ain't paying. If you're here in town, I'm just giving y'all a hard time. If you're here in town, please look what she said. If you're here in town, send us your information, and or you can come by the station and pick it up. Yeah, okay, and then our
YouTube winner is
YouTube winner. Our YouTube winner is Stephanie. Yay. Stephanie, we love you. Your questions and then your engagement the entire time. Of course, it came from the team. You want to show her what she won?
Yes. So Stephanie, you have one, which is one of my favorite products. It's our vitamin C serum. So if you're dealing with any dark spots, uneven skin tone, any like hyperpigmentation, girl, use this every day. You will love it. It also comes with our tea toner, which is what you're going to spray after you moisturize and exfoliate and all that good stuff. We have the lash and brow serum. So if you're struggling with eyebrow growth or eyelash growth, this will help stimulate hair growth. We also have the Coco lip shine, which I keep in my purse all the time. Girl, this is clear, and it has also like a plumping sensation on there. So,
all right.
Okay.
4 products.
All right.
Okay.
Nice.
Very nice.
You two have won some beauty care for yourselves today.
That was everything?
Oh, so
Okay.
this is the...
You have one more thing in there that came with that gift. Okay, there you go.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah. So Stephanie, you also won a charcoal mask and a facial cleansing device.
Okay. There you
Stephanie
In the bag.
won the first
travel
prize.
bag. Yeah.
There you go. She won the number one.
grand
the
prize.
grand prize. All righty. So Stephanie, you know what
Thank
to
you
do.
to
Thank
all
you.
of you all that participated.
You guys. And Consuela's Kitchen. Actually, we're going to go ahead and we're going to close out the show. And I want to close out the show starting with Consuela's Kitchen first. Okay. Would you go ahead and tell what your experience is? And then, you have some great stuff to
Yes.
share. Okay.
I
And
just
talk to them people.
Yeah, I am.
Talk
I am.
to them
I
people
am.
right there.
I just love the experience. I love just learning new things, and my experiences today is just be in tune with yourself. Enjoy, live life, laugh, have fun, and that's pretty much what I done today. And also like a relaxing day. Didn't have to worry about no event, but also like event, but it's just something that I love doing. So I didn't treat it like an event because I just love showcasing my work as well. So. Chef Brandy Hinds-Boone. You can find me on Instagram, Consuela's Kitchen, CONSUELAS kitchen.com also. And then also on Facebook, Consuela's Kitchen.
Okay. Well, I want to make y'all hungry. So she's going to bring it in. They bringing a camera over here for you. Do you see this here?
You don't have to get up.
Do you see this right here? Now, that's what you get at Consuela's Kitchen. We're going to have some once we go off air. That is what you call shrimp and grits.
Right.
All righty then. And, oh, God, I'm so sorry.
Charae.
Charae, what has been your experience on this?
I had a great experience. This was my first radio show.
Okay.
And I had an amazing time, and it was good energy, good vibes. It's very natural, and y'all are funny, and it was just a good time, and just to be surrounded with like-minded people and to pour into each other. So it was a great experience for me.
Thank you so much. And how can they find you?
Yes, so valor.venue, that's my Instagram. That's VALOR.VENUE. Yeah, Valor. And then my decor business is valor.decor. So VALOR.DECOR.
All righty then. And did you tell them, Coco, how to find you?
No, but I'll let
Okay, there you go. You haven't even given your closing and what was your experience like?
And it has been an amazing experience being here.
You can you turn to the
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
It has been an amazing experience being here today. Like I said, the energy is just amazing in the room. I feed off energy, very natural. Thank you guys for inviting me on. I'd love to come back.
Yeah, we love when y'all say y'all want to come back.
Right.
Yes,
That's when
yes.
you know it's good.
That's when you know it's good. Yes.
You guys can find me on Instagram at COCO__LEAH. That is my personal Instagram. To make it easier for you, all of my businesses are in my bio. So once you find that page, you find everything.
All right.
My website is CocoBeautyLLC.com. CocoSimplicity.LLC.com. So that's home fragrance and skincare. But once again, it's all in my bio just to make it easier.
And we are also going to make it easier. We're going to put all of their contact information. Where y'all put it at, team?
We can put it in the description on our edited version.
There you go. On the unedited version of this, they'll have all of their information there.
Edited version.
Unedited.
No,
I mean, the edited version. I'm sorry. This is the unedited version, the edited version. Okay. And again, Brother Carter, what was your experience like? We cut it all the way up.
Yes. It is truly a beautiful thing to be in the presence of such lovely ladies as yourselves, So I feel pretty good, man. I know y'all jealous out there watching this. Man, look at Brother Carter over there with all them beautiful ladies. So, don't hate. I told y'all they cut the crap. Do not hate. Don't try to dim my light. But anyway, it's just truly just a beautiful presence just to be amongst you all, and y'all bring a hell of a presence to this show today. So we want to thank God for each and every one of you.
Thank you.
And of course, what can I say about this show that hasn't already been said? Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Outstanding. You guys did an excellent job, an outstanding job representing your brand and representing my brand. The sky's the limit. Always remember that God.
Some of that drink, huh?
I need another mimosa. Always remember that what God puts in you, the gift that God gave you, nobody can take from you.
Yeah.
Also, be okay with sharing.
Yeah. Yes.
But sharing and giving doesn't mean being someone's fool because you're not doing it for them. You're just doing it. Well, you're not doing it to gain. You're doing something to help someone.
Right.
So, but don't be a fool. And of course, this was a great show. And until next time,
And don't be afraid, amen. Don't be afraid to share.
Yeah.
Share the Love and Victory Show with Val, with your family and friends.
Yes.
We welcome everyone to the show.
Deborah. Hello, great show. We love you guys. Until then, that's his sister up there shouting us out. Look, everybody coming in. We're gonna let them roll on in here. We gonna play some music and then bring them.
Don James.
All right, hey,
All
hello,
right.
Brother Carter. We love you guys so much.
Right.
Wow, I just want to
God bless you. God
Yes,
bless you.
thank you
Let
guys.
it roll
Thank
on
you.
out. Yeah, let it roll on out. Oh, I'm loving it.